obviously Devin Booker and everybody, the whole Phoenix team is tough to guard, and Drew's attention and focus, was excellent, and he gives us so much on that end, and I think the other team feels him. They know where he is, and he just changes games on that defensive end of the court, and offensively, tonight played through some other guys some too, and he gave us enough. I thought the pass early, to start the quarter out of the dunker to Javon. Anyways, he was great defensively.
Just on this trip, it feels like a couple times in the fourth quarter you leaned on Joe and Brooke kind of in that pick and roll. What
Yeah, I think they're developing a chemistry that's very good, and with Drew and Giannis out there and whoever else. At some point, you're hopefully getting to that next layer of defenders and the space and, attention to Giannis off the ball and Drew off the ball. And I think we're just going to try and keep growing and developing it where we can attack and have some diversity offensively.
Just what is the trust in Joe specifically? This is your first year coaching him. Obviously, I know you played against him a lot, but just how is that kind of grown?
Yeah, no, a lot. I think that he's been a great teammate, as he was, rehabbing and recovering. He was there, he gives us a presence in the locker room and practice, his voice, and now playing and learning him. And, as a coach, you got to figure out, how to, best put him in his spots and the spacing around it. And the players, they've got to develop that chemistry. So it's still growing. I wish it could just, snap your fingers and happens immediately, but that's just not how basketball works. But he's been invaluable to us, especially recently.
Coach, congrats on the playoff berth. Do you celebrate these kind of things?
I'm probably, I think we just mentioned it in the coaches' locker room, to appreciate this. Making the playoffs in this league is hard. You should never take anything for granted, and I'm probably, we have a special team, and our focus and our effort and our kind of desire to just keep getting better. Sometimes just I forget about celebrating, and I need to improve. I need to get better.
Phoenix was up by 3 in that fourth period, and then it just sort of seemed like you guys ratcheted it up from there.
Yeah, they made a run at us. The third quarter, was tough. They were able to flip it, but then our defense, I think it's a 20-point fourth quarter for us defensively. And when we're getting stops, then we can get out and run and attack and get to the free throw line. I thought, the work on the offensive boards was big for us. And, it's tough this time of year. But our guys, I thought, dug deep and fought in that fourth quarter and made just a lot of winning plays.
Can you speak to that a little bit today about limiting their second chances, but then also having that emphasis on Europe?
Yeah, there's no doubt we gave it some extra time and attention as we prepared for tonight, even in a back-to-back. Okogie and Craig are, they're coming hard out of the corners, and Ayton's a handful, but those wings, when they're crashing from space, you've got to be aware, you've got to get hits. And having Giannis, on the defensive glass really changes things too. So, it was good for us. They really hurt us a couple weeks ago on the offensive glass. And, hopefully we were able to kind of, on both ends, take care of our defensive glass and try and, make them pay on the offensive boards.
Javon came in and he had the least amount of minutes among your starters, but how was he integral with that, not just 3 in the fourth when the Suns made that run, but also throughout the rest of the time he was in?
Yeah, he gives us another defender that, I think is just going to try and frustrate and disrupt their offense, and the timing and their counters and everything are just, they're high level. And so, hopefully Javon and his pressure on the ball can maybe change the look and the feel of it. And, he takes Booker for a few possessions and Paul most of the night. And it's just more guys that we can throw at those guys and try and make everything hard for them, and, find a way to just, hopefully wear them down a little bit.
You know this team from playing against them in the finals. Crowder knows it from playing against them. But what even Javon being the oldest of that former
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's got a little extra motivation, but he plays with a chip on his shoulder all the time, so I don't think it can get any bigger. But he loves to defend. He loves to change the game on that end of the court, and he's helping us with his offense too, his 3-point shooting, and he got a big offensive rebound. And Javon's been really good for us.
I know you're not going to see, there's like 3 Western Conference teams on this road trip, but kind of what is it about this team that they can drop the one that they did in San Francisco, kind of the way that they did, and respond with 2 wins at the end?
Yeah, I mean, lots of times, we use the word character and talk about character. That's what happens. That one stung, the Golden State game, and just the way they responded. And Sacramento's playing, really good basketball. Phoenix is a tough team, and to come in here, both of us are on back to back, so it's kind of, it's a little bit of a gut check, and it was a great game.